Welcome to the Sports Card Talk Show. Sports Card Talk Show with Kevin Anderson and Lauren Walker, the Skol Brothers.
Welcome to episode 76 of the Sports Card Talk Show. We have Monday Mount Rushmore today. Actually, I think we're rattling off a bunch of Monday Mount Rushmore, so this might be on a different day, but it's all Monday Mount Rushmore stuff. Yep. We're making the mad dash to the final. However many teams we have left now.
And hopefully we'll have them done by the combine. I'm hoping.
If everything goes well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Who do we got today?
We've got Trevyn at Reaper's Cards. He's going to represent those Seahawks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that should be a good one. Our teams have a little bit of a history, so
Not a good history for us.
No, not at all.
So
better dial them up.
Let's dial them up. Ringling ding dong.
All right, we got Trevyn on the line with Reaper's Cards. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm grateful to be here on the Sports Talk Show to be able to, support and, represent the Seahawks. I appreciate it. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, man, we're glad you came on. We're excited to see the Seahawks, Mount Rushmore. Super excited to see how you whittled it down. We have quite the list on our end. See how we match up. We don't have to rank them though. We just write down names that we think could be potentials. So
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I was saying. It was a hard list to come up with. Wanting to put Trufant, Cam Chancellor, and others on here, but I'm pretty sure I'm good with my list.
All right, perfect, man. Well, you want to jump in with honorable mentions?
Yeah, I'm going to start right away, which probably people will have this guy higher, but with the team that he had around him, it just fits better, in my personal opinion. Sean Alexander at number 4 for honorable mentions. He still holds the Seahawks leading rushing of all time, but like I said, he just didn't have. He had Matt Hasselbeck as quarterback, which I hate. I couldn't stand Matt Hasselbeck. I feel like he was more of a Tony Romo. He was never a top tier quarterback. Couldn't get over that hump. He's like Andy Dalton. He'll get you there, but then he'll fall on his face. And the thing that made me mad the most, this guy is in the championship when he's like, "We want the ball and we're going to score." Pick six.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, I'm done with this guy. Done with this guy. You need a new quarterback. This guy is terrible. How do you call your shot and then throw a pick six? What?
Right.
Like throwing up a Kobe and then just completely missing the basketball corner hoop. Oh man! But he does. He had what is it? Five career 100 plus rushing or 1,000 yards rushing seasons. 1,880 yards, 1,880 yards, and 27 touchdowns in 2005 is his career highest in the league. He has 9,453 career rushing yards. Like I said, it's the all-time Seahawks rushing leader. He was a phenomenal player. Like I said, it's just his team around him wasn't, like the LOB or Russell Wilson. So never got to the elite tier to the Super Bowl and fell on his face right on the NFC Championship.
Right.
Against the Steelers. So
did he win?
That was a hard one to swallow.
Did he win the MVP once? Did Sean win the MVP?
I think he did win the MVP. I don't remember in what year. I believe we got to the Super Bowl too, and we lost to the Steelers. And so that was hard. There was a couple of calls where I thought we got straight blown on, where we had a kick return for a touchdown, and they said the commentator was like, "I didn't see no holding."
Right.
And they even replayed it, and then they called it back, and I was like, "Come on!" Even the commentators were saying there was nothing.
Right.
Like I said, he was a great running back, but unfortunately, I think things go more based off of rings nowadays. And if you don't win a championship, then you're considered not elite. So, I mean, even look at the scrutiny that Aaron Rodgers is in this season. He's already won a Super Bowl. They finished the season 11-3, 12-3, something like 12-3, I believe. And he's still under scrutiny, saying he's not a good quarterback. He's not an elite quarterback. He's only won one Super Bowl. You know how hard it is? Most people don't even, they could have a 15-year career and not even get to a Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah.
Asinine to base somebody's career off of a Super Bowl.
Right.
I mean, you have to have a whole team around you. One person could be just amazing and then never do it.
Right.
Like Sean Alex.
Yep.
But my number 3 is Bobby Wagner. I love Bobby Wagner. He's the most secure tackler in the NFL, in my opinion. The guy just doesn't miss. He's amazing to watch. Just to watch him, he's a general on the field. You see it. He barks out orders. He's telling people over that way, and it's showing. He's even said after games, like, we picked up on the play calling super easy. I was like, yep, they're running that way. And his stats are even amazing. He has he's still in the league. He's still playing 1,075 tackles, 645 solo tackles.
Wow.
75% of his tackles are solo.
Yeah.
Which in this NFL, when you got some good running backs who can hit you and get you off of them, or just juke you out of your shoes, and to have almost 75 or 75% of your tackles solo, phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got 19.5 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, 8 fumble recoveries, 10 interceptions. He's a 2-time tackle leader in 16 and 19. He's just an amazing guy to watch on the field. He's super smart, and we're lucky to have this guy still playing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's definitely the quarterback of you guys' defense right now.
Definitely. He's a 6-time All-Pro, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The guy is a freaking monster. Him and KJ Wright. Yeah, I can't believe we picked up Kendrick, too. That was a phenomenal pickup. Number 2, I have Earl Thomas, a first-round draft pick in 2010. A 7-time Pro Bowler. Obviously, he's with the Ravens now, unfortunately. But I love the guy. Him flying around. And it was always funny to watch people or hear people say he wasn't a big hitter. I think everybody changed their mind when he hit Gronkowski. It's crazy. I think he broke a rib or something. He did something to his chest. He hit him hard.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, he can hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was all over the field. Like, you don't see too many players that do that. They get way up here, and then all of a sudden they're down here in the backfield. He's just that fast. And he's just an amazing player. Also, his stats are good, too. 713 tackles, 72 pass deflections, 30 interceptions, 11 forced fumbles, 6 fumble recoveries, and 3 defensive tackles and 2 sacks. And that's just with the Seahawks.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
The guy was phenomenal draft. I don't know if anybody still knows what happened between Pete Carroll and Earl Thomas. Maybe he just didn't get paid, and I think that's just speculation that he didn't get paid, so he flipped him off and going on the cart ride out of the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Infamous last, I guess they haven't talked since, so that's the infamous, Pete Carroll or ET3 conversation on the way out. Unfortunate. I don't know. It does seem that the Seahawks don't like to pay players. They have a select few that they'll pay, and outside of that, they don't really pay that much. So it's unfortunate, but we'll see what we can do. We do have $70 million or $68 million coming season to hopefully get more players. So
wow,
we need line.
Yeah. Yep.
And my number 1 honorable mentions is Cortez Kennedy, who spent 11 years with the Seahawks, 8 times Pro Bowl, 3 times first team All-Pro. In 1992, he was defensive MVP, our defensive player of the year, 14 sacks. The guy was a monster. I didn't personally get to see him play. I was born in '88, so in '92 I was 3 years old. So I don't know. I guess he was like the LOB by himself. He just completely destroyed teams, and it wasn't even fair according to everybody else.
He's one of the greatest defensive tackles of all time. He definitely is in that conversation.
Yes, sir. That's what I've heard. I've watched some tape on him, and yeah, he was a refrigerator for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And for my Mount Rushmore, number 4, this has to be because, well, we have seen for the last 5-6 years why offensive line is so damn important, because Russell Wilson's running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Walter Jones, arguably the best offensive lineman in football. The 9 times Pro Bowler, 12 seasons with the Seahawks. He only allowed 23 sacks. That's it. Like in 12 seasons, 23 sacks.
Wow.
That's absurd. That's beyond crazy in my opinion. And he was only penalized 9 times in his career also.
I knew that was an unbelievable stat too, that he just never got penalties either.
Yeah. Wow.
Walter Jones is right there with amongst the greatest tackles of all time, for sure.
That's day and night compared from Walter Jones to Jermaine Effetti, who just completely pisses me off every time I watch the Seahawks, because I swear there's 5 penalties on a game just on Jermaine Effetti alone. I'm like, come on, it feels like your hands right. It's so frustrating to watch.
Yeah.
He gets all those yards come back, and he's not getting protected. It's just double-edged sword. It's just making it worse. And I actually read an article. I hope it's not true. It's saying that the coaches are good with the offensive line. They don't want to make the pool. I hope that's not true, because they need, besides Ethan Posick and Dwayne Brown, we don't really have an offensive line. Joey Hunt, his first game as a center this year, he literally got pushed back 5 yards. And he just flew on his butt. I was like, this guy is too small. This guy cannot be a center. He needs to go somewhere else.
Oh, man.
And number 3, it's got to be Richard Sherman. This guy was an animal on our team. He still is an animal. The least amount of targets. Like in 2012 and 2013, he had the lowest amount of targets out of corners, and he still got the most interceptions in 2012 and 13 at 8. The guy's just phenomenal. He talks and he can back it up. Smart guy. He's an amazing player. I hated him wanting to leave, but I think it also goes down to, like I said, with EP3, Seahawks just don't want to pay players. I think that's what it was. You don't want to pay me, I'll go somewhere else. And that's what happened. And unfortunately, with our rivals, who I hate the most, the 49ers, and now they're going to the Super Bowl pretty much. Because last time the Packers and the 49ers played, it was ugly. They made Aaron Rodgers look like Baker Mayfield. It was super hard to watch.
Yep.
It was terrible. I just seen right out the gate, within like the first 5 minutes, and you could just see Aaron Rodgers' demeanor change. It was something I've never seen in Aaron Rodgers. Usually, I'm used to him just coming back, battling back. Russell Wilson are always doing something crazy and coming back. He just looked defeated. He looked mentally just beat down. Like he did not want anything to do with this 49ers defense at all.
Right.
But Richard Sherman was a 5th-round pick in the 2011 draft. He had 5 times in Pro Bowl selection, 3-time All-Pro, 32 interceptions for 395 yards, 58 is career longest interception return, 5 forced fumbles, 5 fumble recoveries, and let's not forget about the 49ers in 2014. My favorite play ever. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Where Colin Kaepernick tried to throw to the back of the end zone to Crabtree.
Yep.
And Sherman tipped it.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
my God. feeling was so amazing. And just to watch him run alongside Michael Crabtree, and no. It was so amazing. And then he went on his little tangent about mediocre wide receivers. It was funny. But I miss watching him play in the Seahawks uniform. I'm glad he's still doing good, though. I really am.
Yeah.
Number 2, my favorite player of all time, Marshawn Lynch. It's just so fun to watch. The guy would. If there was a guy way over there and he was the last guy, he's running over there just to get contact before he goes into the end zone. He didn't care. He loved the contact, and everybody loves him in Seattle. We did trade for him from the Buffalo Bills in 2010 for a 4th round and a 5th round conditional pick, which is amazing if you think about what he did for us.
Yeah.
4-time Pro Bowler. He rushed for 6,745 yards, 87 touchdowns. And let's not forget what he did in 2010 in the NFC wild card against the Saints. Oh, my God, that was hands down the best run in the NFL, or arguably the best run in the NFL ever. He broke 9 tackles, a 57-yard touchdown run.
Yeah.
And that thing was phenomenal. It was so amazing to watch. I think that was Matt Hasselbeck's best career. Anything that he did was that block that he threw from Marshawn Lynch. My number 1 is there's no argument to this whatsoever. Everybody that's a true Seahawks fan will completely concur that this is 100% accurate. Steve Largent, number 1. It's not debatable. This guy is completely the best Seahawks wide receiver we've ever had. I wanted to put Doug Baldwin on here, but unfortunately he had to retire early. And he was such a phenomenal player to watch. It was just sad. It was hard to watch, just like Cam Chancellor and anybody like Luke Kuechly goes out early. It's hard to watch. But Steve Largent came out of college unknown, drafted by the Oilers in the fourth round, and we traded for him after the preseason. He had 819 receptions for 13,089 yards, 100 receiving yards, touchdowns, and he's still the best receiver that Seattle's ever had stat-wise. Like I said, he's also with Cortez Kennedy. I didn't get to personally watch him. I don't know what year he played.
He was wrapping up his career whenever I was just a kid watching football. He was like, his career ended in like 87 or 88 or something like that. So maybe 89. Late 80s he was. But I remember it was a humongous deal. Like, he caught his 100th touchdown and it was done, you know, kind of. I don't know if he was done, but I mean, that was a big deal when Steve Largent caught his 100th touchdown.
Right. Yeah, I would assume so.
I'm pretty sure he retired with all the significant wide receiver records before Jerry Rice. You know, Jerry Rice was just getting going when Steve was finishing up. So so Steve held all those records before Jerry did. Right.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know much. I mean, my first really thing that I remember was the Green Bay Packers. They were playing somebody in the Super Bowl. I can't recall who, but Reggie White had like 8 or 10 sacks in that game. I don't know if you know what game I'm talking about, but that was like the first football game that I ever remember watching. And they had Brett Favre dominating on the offense and Reggie White dominating on the defense. I believe they won that Super Bowl.
They beat I want to say it was Drew Bledsoe led Patriots.
Yeah.
Like in 90, I want to say 96 maybe. 1996 Super Bowl. Yeah. So
that's the first game I remember watching, and that's why Reggie White is forever my favorite player. Just watching him get all those sacks, even the commentators were going crazy. Jesus, I was like, this guy's gonna have like 20 sacks. Like I was just a little kid. I was like, he's gonna have all the sacks. He's gonna just do whatever he wants.
Yep.
But the face of the franchise, once again, like Steve Largent, it's undebatable. Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is the face of the Seahawks. Everybody loves Russell Wilson. A lot of people are. I see some people throwing shade, saying it's an act. He's fake. He doesn't really act like that off camera. The guy goes to Seattle Children's Hospital twice a week. The guy is always doing so much for the community and people. The guy praying all the time, whether you're religious or not, whether you believe in God or not, it's his priority, and that's what he likes to do. And he seems like a genuinely good person. But outside of that, his numbers speak for itself. He's, like I said, coming into his rookie year, he has 26 touchdowns, which tied with Peyton Manning. He was the 12th pick in the third round in 2012. 2017 passing touchdown leader, 7-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl 48 champion. In 2015, he had the best passer rating. His stats just jump off. I don't know if he has the most comebacks, but he's up there with the most comebacks, fourth quarter comeback. His stats, like I said, just jump off. And his touchdown to interception ratio is so good. He rarely makes mistakes unless it's like bounced off the wide receiver's hand and then somehow tipped and then boom. But guy's just an amazing athlete. He just do it all. He runs. He seems like he's slowing down a little bit in his older age. I mean, he's not that old. He's like 31, turning 31. But he just makes something out of nothing all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Like poetry in motion. It's so crazy to watch. Somebody will have him dead to right, and he'll just make a little move, and boom, and then he's gone. Or he'll think like he's going to run, and then boom, he'll throw a freaking 50-yard dot off of his back leg, doing a 360 no-scope. Like, wait a minute here, guy.
Oh, yeah.
It's so phenomenal to watch. And it seems like the league's actually transitioning to those types of players. You got Patrick Mahomes, because that sidearm, crazy, over the back.
Right.
Deshaun Watson. That Deshaun Watson game where he got sandwiched in between two guys, and he still came out of that and just threw a dot up the field, and then he got kicked in the eye and threw that bullet.
Yep.
For a touchdown with one eye closed. Like these guys are getting better. It's crazy, and it's fun to watch. Lamar Jackson does crazy stuff, but those are my Mount Rushmore and honorable mentions and face of the franchise. I appreciate you guys having me on here. It was fun. It's awesome time to be a football fan, and definitely an awesome time to be a Seahawks fan, because we're gonna, like I said, we have almost 70 million cap space. I feel like we're gonna get a big name cornerback, whether it be Patrick Peterson or Darius Slay or somebody like that, and I think we're gonna do a lot this coming year.
Yeah, man, for sure. And we really appreciate you coming on and doing this. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun learning about all the teams and catching, new names and different names and names you haven't thought about for a while. And man, we really appreciate you coming on. And
you pretty much nailed just a whole bunch of guys on our list. The one guy you probably never really heard about that I just feel like mentioning is Kenny Easley. He was a really, really good DB in the 80s. His career was really cut short. I think he only played 6 years, and 2 years after he had to retire, he had to have his kidneys replaced. I mean, so he had some things messed.
I heard about that.
Yeah, but I mean, he was he only played 6 years, and he was all pro 5 of those years or something like that. He was just a really amazing player. He also kind of retired right when I was really, really getting into, football, where it became more than me just watching them with my folks. It was living, breathing, dying football, buying. That's when I started buying sports cards and stuff like that. So when Kenny Easley hung it up. But he's just one guy I wanted to mention on top of the guys that you did. But otherwise, your list, it was that was a really good list, man. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, really good. And we always like to have people back. If you're willing to come back down the road, we always have different episodes, and we enjoy talking with you, and we'd like to invite you back sometime. But we'll bring this episode to a close. If you want to hang on the line for 1 second, we'll just talk for a minute. Episode 76, Monday Mount Rushmore, Seahawks with Trevyn at Reaper's Cards on YouTube and Instagram. Check them out, man. Good stuff.
Skol Brothers out.